Have you ever looked at something and thought, wow, that looks harmless, only to find out later it was actually dangerous? Like when you're a little kid and see a bright red button that looks fun to press, but every adult in the room screams, "Don't touch that!" Mushrooms are kind of like that. Some are delicious, some taste like soggy paper, some can make you see purple elephants dancing on rainbows. And some can end your story very, very quickly. But here's the twist. One of the deadliest mushrooms on the planet has now become a life-saving medicine. A long time ago, people noticed a mushroom growing under oak and pine trees. It didn't glow. It didn't smell weird. It didn't look like something from a horror movie. It just sat there, looking totally normal. But if someone ate it, their body would start shutting down, quietly, secretly. The mushroom's name? Amanita phalloides. But most people call it the death cap. Cute name, terrible personality. The poison inside it works like a tiny army that dresses like normal cells and sneaks past the body's guards. It especially loves one organ more than all the others, your liver, the body's cleaning and repair shop. Once inside, the poison whispers, "You can stop working now." And the liver, trying to be helpful, obeys. That's why this mushroom is so dangerous. Not because it hurts instantly, but because it waits until it's too late. Most people would say, okay, well, let's avoid that forever. But scientists looked at the death cap and said, why is it so good at what it does? Instead of running from danger, they leaned closer. They discovered a chemical inside the mushroom called amatoxin. Amatoxins stop cells from copying their DNA, which means cells can't grow or repair themselves. It's like having a Lego castle fall apart and the instruction book disappearing forever. That sounds terrible, and for healthy cells it is. But then came the big question. What if we only aimed this at cells that are growing out of control? Cells like cancer. Cancer cells are like kids who ate an entire bowl of sugar and decided bedtime no longer exists. They multiply, they ignore rules, they don't stop. Doctors wondered, the death cap shuts down fast-growing cells. So, could it stop cancer too? But they couldn't just give someone the mushroom. That would be like handing someone a tornado to water their garden. So, scientists worked for decades, testing, adjusting, experimenting, until finally, they found a way to attach the toxin to special antibodies that act like GPS trackers. These trackers help the poison find only the bad cells, like a delivery person who ignores every house except the one with a neon sign saying, "Cancer lives here." This new form of medicine is called an Amanita antibody drug conjugate. Big name, small hero. And early research shows it can help treat cancers that wouldn't listen to other treatments. So the same mushroom that once ended lives now has the power to save them. You also have the power once you slap that like button and subscribe if you would. So what can we learn from this tiny, quiet mushroom? It reminds us that nature doesn't operate on good or bad. Nature just is. Fire can warm your home or burn it down. Electricity can power a heart or stop it. Water keeps us alive, but too much can drown us. The death cap mushroom is just another reminder. Power is neutral. What matters is how it's used. Today, scientists are still studying this mushroom. They're learning more ways to control its poison, guide it, and shape it into a tool, not a threat. So if you ever walk through a forest and see a pale green mushroom with a smooth round cap and a white stem, don't pick it, don't taste it, don't poke it just to see. Just remember, inside that tiny mushroom is one of nature's greatest contradictions, a poison strong enough to destroy life, and a medicine powerful enough to save it. Sometimes the scariest things in the world aren't meant to be feared forever. Sometimes they're meant to be understood. And maybe, just maybe, the next world-changing cure is already growing quietly in the dirt, waiting for someone curious enough to ask the right question. Because in nature's book, even the villains have secrets, And sometimes those secrets are miracles in disguise.